Hey guys, it's Tori and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a absolutely massive book haul. I think this might be my biggest book haul I have done on this channel, which is crazy because I've had some very large book hauls, but one, we had Christmas, we had my birthday, I have gotten so many pre-orders, I've been buying a ton of books, I don't know what's going on, but I'm finally back into like my book girl era, which means I have been spending so much money on books. So we have the biggest book haul literally ever. Grab a snack, grab a coffee, sit down, just relax, and we're gonna go through probably like 50 books if I had to take a little guess. So with all that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my face. Check out all my socials down below, including my Goodreads and my Amazon book wish list, and let's get into today's video. Okay, so there's really like not much order going on here. I just have stacks of books behind me that I have been accumulating. Some of these you will have seen if you watch my vlogs, but most of them I haven't shown you guys. So I think we're gonna start with packages and then we will move on. I literally like have just a stack. I literally don't know where to start. Like, this is ridiculous. So let's just start with a package. First we have this little Amazon package, and I think there's only one book in here. I have opened everything just because I'm the type of person who likes to triple check that their books are in pristine condition when they get them. First we have Lies That Bleed by Leah Stone. This is a new author I literally recently just discovered, and I'm really enjoying her books. She had a new release come out yesterday that I want so bad, but this is the first book in the series. This series, I don't know what it's about. I don't remember, but I have been loving her, so the cover is beautiful, and I'm really excited to continue reading more books by her because, like I said, I've kind of been hooked. Next we have a Fairyloot package. I used to have their YA and adult fantasy box, but I changed it to the romantasy box instead, which is only an adult book. So I got my subscription for the month in. I actually have a bunch of Fairyloot books to show you guys in this video because, like I said, I'm a part of their subscription, so I get books every single month, plus I got a pre-order from them too. Okay, so from Fairyloot I have Heavenly Bodies. I don't know how you say this author's name and I don't want to butcher it, but this cover is stunning. I've definitely heard of this book, I just don't remember what it's about. These are really pretty. Here's the back. The back says, "I would turn the world to darkness for you." Don't know who that's about or who they're referring to, but oh my god, wait. Look inside. That's literally beautiful. The naked hardback is incredible. There is a reversible dust jacket as well. This edition is literally beautiful. I will absolutely be keeping this. Sometimes I get rid of some of my Fairyloot books just because I've like not heard of them or they don't seem intriguing to me, but this one's beautiful and I need this on my shelves. And it is also signed. So this is an absolutely stunning edition of this book. I think they absolutely killed it with this. I'm kind of obsessed. Can't wait to read that. I also have a Owl Crate box. This one is a pre-order that I waited so long for. I'm so excited to show you guys these books because they're literally beautiful. So we first have Powerful by Lauren Roberts. They did a like special edition of the entire series, and I'm really hoping that when Fearless comes out they add that one to the collection as well. But it just has these really cute edges that say "Just Count the Stars," and then the inside has really cute end papers. The naked hardbacks on these are literally insane, and there's also a reversible dust jacket. I think these might be some of the prettiest editions of any book that I've ever owned. I think they're so stunning. This one is not signed, but I think Powerless is, if I remember correctly. So we also have Powerless, obviously the first book in a series. I love this series so much. This one says Vicious Little Thing. This is a YA romantasy, and it's literally so good. This one is so beautiful. Ugh, I'm literally so obsessed with these editions. I think they're just so beautiful. There is also a author's letter and it is hand signed. I have actually met Lauren Roberts a couple of times now and she's such a sweet soul. I love her so much. And then we also have Reckless. This one says pretend with me, the question mark. Literally cannot wait for Fearless to come out. The iconic scene is the end papers, and then once again, beautiful naked hardback and these really pretty reversible dust jackets. I'm so obsessed with these. I debated buying these for a while and then I'm so glad that I decided to, because they're just so beautiful and I love this series so much. I actually have another special edition set of these somewhere hiding over here. Then, like I said, I've literally been on such a huge book buying splurge. I don't know what's going on. I even have a bunch of books sitting in my Amazon cart right now and I plan on going book shopping later today, which we're not gonna talk about it. But I recently placed a pretty big Amazon order, so we'll go through all of those. These ones I just got in the mail a few days ago and they're books that I've had my eye on for a while. So first we have Heir of Broken Kingdom. This is by Mads Rafty. This is, I think, the first one in this series, if I'm not mistaken. No, maybe this is the second one. I don't remember, but this is a romantasy series. This is actually, she's a book influencer, but these books are stunning. I've had my eye on them for so long, so I'm so excited to finally have it and I can't wait to display it on my shelf because those covers are stunning. And then we have A Love Letter to Whiskey. This is the 5th anniversary edition. This is by Candy Steiner. I've heard so many things about this book and this edition, by the way, is absolutely stunning. So obviously a romance, but I think it's like a childhood friends to lovers or something like that. I'm not 100% sure because, like I said, I haven't read it, but I've heard so many amazing things and I'm so excited to read it. I believe it is a little bit traumatic, so maybe try and find the trigger warnings, but I'm really excited to get into this one. This next one has been all the craze recently, and that is Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. I am so excited to get into this. I believe it's going to be getting traditionally published next year, so I needed the indie copy because it's literally beautiful. This is the Fire and Metal series. This, once again, is a romantasy. I've heard so many people talk about this recently, and anytime there's a book blowing up, I need to get my hands on it. I'm really excited to read this one and to learn what it's all about. Clearly, I don't know what most of these are about. That's kind of what happens when I buy books, and then I just find out as I read because I like to be surprised. Next, we have a series, and the first one is in the stacks back here somewhere, but this is the, I don't remember the name of the series, Kings of Avalar. So we have books 2, 3, and 4. These are by Leah Stone, which I've been talking about recently. I have read the first one and I really liked it, so I needed the rest of them. Her books are so good, so bingeable, so inexpensive. I think these were like $6 a piece on Amazon, so highly recommend checking out Amazon for her books. But I'm so excited to get into these. I have very briefly started the second one, which is The Broken Elf King, and I'm really excited to continue. I'm so excited to just keep adding her books to my shelves. And then we have The Ruthless Fae King, and then we also have The Forbidden Wolf King. So these each follow a different king in this series, and it's like their love interest is telling the story from what I understand. Like I said, I'm only a little bit into the second one, but I'm really excited to see what happens. I'm really enjoying it. I really just enjoy her writing. I think she's so good. She deserves so much more hype, so please check her out. And then in this box we have 2 more books, another series, of course. So I fear I need to give slight backstory on this. I have owned the Book of Azrael for I think almost a year now, and recently it's been getting a lot of hype again. When I first bought it, it was getting some hype, and then it kind of just like fell off the face of the earth. And then recently it's been getting hype again, and I heard a rumor that the series is getting traditionally published soon, and I have the indie edition of the first book, so of course I went ahead and got book 2 and 3. So this is the Gods and Monsters series. Book 4 does come out sometime in 2025. So book number 2 is The Throne of Broken Gods, and then book 3 is The Dawn of the Cursed Queen. These are beautiful. I'm really excited to get into these. I believe they are on KU, but I've heard just so many good things, and they're really beautiful. These covers are stunning. I cannot wait to put them on my shelves. So I'm really happy that I was able to snag these, and then I'm hoping that I can get book 4 in the indie edition before she gets picked up by a publisher, because I'm sure she's gonna get picked up very soon if she hasn't already. I have been doing some eBay/Pango book hunting for a specific series, which will make all sense in 1 second, but I have been on the hunt for specific editions of a specific series, and luckily I was able to find all of them for a really good price. I will tell you guys the prices of each of them just so you can kind of see what they're going for and what I paid compared to what some people are selling them for. But this all started because for an early Christmas gift, my best friend Callie got me the OG Throne Glass cover. And I have been looking for this series in the OG original indie editions for almost a year now. I tend to check like Pango and eBay for these books like once or twice a week. Like I'll just see what they're going for. And a lot of times the full box set is going for like $500, and I'm just like, there's just no way I'm gonna fork that out. There's just no way. So she got me this one as a gift. It's in very good condition. She said she found it at Half Price Books. Obviously it's not perfect, but she was able to snag this one for me. And so after I had this, I deep dived into finding the rest of the series. I have been on eBay and Pango for like 2 weeks straight, just looking and looking. And I think it was Christmas Eve, I stumbled upon literally a gold mine, actually. A gold mine. From eBay, I got 4 books, and then from Pango, I found the other 3. One of them is not here yet. It's literally supposed to be delivered today. It is out for delivery, so I don't know when it's gonna get here. But I'm so excited to show these guys to you. They, like, once again, not perfect condition, but for what I paid, I'm very happy with the way they look. So from eBay, I was able to find a set of 4 of the books, and they were just kind of like random ones in the series. So we have Heir of Fire. Once again, not perfect condition, but I only paid $75 for the 4 books I'm about to show you, which is insane because this book in my hand right now will literally go anywhere from like $50 to $100 just for this book, and I got all of these for $75. So like, to me, if they're not in perfect condition, that's not the end of the world. I just needed to have them on my shelves. And then this is where I literally hit the freaking jackpot. So I was able to get Empire of Storms in the exact same set. This one's spine is a little bit like disformed, but other than that, it's in pretty good condition. There is some discoloring on all of the pages, but keep in mind these books are pretty old. These are the old editions. So this book goes for anywhere from like $80 to $150 a piece. So once again, I'm fully happy with my purchase and able to justify it. This next one is probably the worst condition out of all the ones I got, but this is Tower of Dawn. The fact that I was able to find Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn together for less than $200 is just crazy. So this one has some water damage to the back right here and a little bit of discoloring on the pages. Once again, not perfect condition, but I'm so happy with it. And then the one that absolutely blew my mind when I found, granted it is the hardback edition, not the paperback, so they don't perfectly match, but oh my god, I have OG Kingdom of Ash in my hands. Like, how insane is that? I'm so happy. Like I said, I got these 4 all for $75. That was it. They got here in literally 2 days, which is crazy coming from eBay. but I'm so happy. This is actually in really, really, really good condition. There's hardly anything wrong with this book at all. So I'm so happy to own these. And then from Pango, I had to find the last 3 I was missing. So from one seller, I was able to find Queen of Shadows. This one I think I paid $45 maybe for. Once again, pretty freaking good condition. There's hardly anything wrong with it. It's not absolutely perfect and pristine, but for $45 I was really happy with my purchase. And then I was able to find the Assassin's Blade also from the same seller, which is honestly shockingly one of the hardest ones to find in the series, which makes no sense in my opinion because it's just like the novellas. But I'm so happy to own this edition, and all my spines are gonna look so beautiful all by each other. So I'm so happy with these purchases. The one I am missing is Crown of Midnight, so that one should be delivered literally anytime today. So I'm just waiting on that one, and then I cannot wait to display them on my shelves. I'm gonna have way too many editions of the Throne of Glass series, but no complaints from me. I'm so excited. So I now own all of the OG versions of Throne of Glass and ACOTAR. So I'm really, really, really happy with those purchases. So now that we are done with all of the packages, we have just stacks of books back here that we're gonna get into. Let's start with the ones that Callie bought me for Christmas, other than obviously OG Throne of Glass. So she got me Love at First Night by Megan Clausen. She said she just saw it at Barnes and thought it was really cute. I think it'll be perfect for February, which is right around the corner, a little Valentine's Day read. It sounds really, really cute. And also, listen to this. The MC's name, Daisy Hastings. I'm sorry, like what? That's so exciting. So I'm really excited to try this one out. And then, like I said, I've been on a huge kick with Leah Stone, and so she got me a full series by her. This is the Wolf Girl series. We have books 1, 2, and 3. So you have Wolf Girl, Lost Girl, and Alpha Girl. This, I believe, is her most well-known series by her. So I'm excited to get into this. Like I said, I've been really, really obsessed with her. So I'm so excited that my collection is quickly growing, and I'm just going to literally binge so many of her books. I'm so beyond excited. Okay, let's get into some of these stacks here. So first, another Leah Stone book. This is House of Ash and Shadow. I actually just talked about this in my end of year book tag. I really, really enjoyed this series. I have finished it. It was like a 4.5 star series for me personally. I really, really liked it. So I have this one. Like I said, there's a lot of Leah Stone in here because she's just been killing it in my eyes. I've been so obsessed with her. So we have that. And then I have the OG traditionally published edition of Quicksilver. I have the like special edition that she did, the like discreet cover or whatever. I have that one, but I didn't have just the OG. So I did get like 60% through this and DNF it a couple months back. I do plan on trying to give it a reread, and since everyone's been talking about it, I just wanted to snag it. I also quite do enjoy this cover actually. I know some people don't really like faces on covers and stuff, but this one I actually don't mind, Mr. Kingfisher here. So I'm excited to give that one a reread. We have Heir of Broken Fate, which maybe this is the first one in this series. I generally don't know, but like I said, I've heard so many good things about it, and I had to pick up both of them because you can't just buy one. These are only indie editions, so you have to get them on, I think Amazon is the only seller where you can get these, but I'm really excited to get into them once again, and I'm really, really, really excited to see what book 3 is gonna look like because she's been hinting about it here and there, so I'm excited about that. We have more Leah Stone. This is The Last Dragon King. This is the first book in the Kings series I was just telling you guys about that I just finished a few days ago, and I really, really liked it. Highly recommend. It's really, really good. This next one I've heard some really, really, really good things about, and that's An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahar. There are, first of all, so many different versions of these books. Like, I've seen just in the last 2 weeks like 4 or 5 different covers. Callie and I, like I said, have been just binge buying books, and so we've been going to like a lot of like secondhand places and stuff like that. There's so many different editions of this series, but I got the first one and I'm really excited to get into it. I've heard so many good things. I also really like the spines. They like all connect and form a picture, which I think is really, really cool. So I'm really excited to get into this one. Then we have a Fairyloot subscription that came in. This is For She Is Wrath by Emily Varga. I've not heard anything about this, but it is a really, really pretty edition. I think that this might be the adult book in this box. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna be doing a book clean out actually today, so I'm gonna be filming a doing bookish stuff for a week video, and we're gonna do a book on haul, kind of clean up the shelves before the new year. But I don't know if I'm going to keep this one or not, but we have that one. And then I also have The Teller of Small Fortunes. This one I have actually seen a few people talk about recently, so it's really, really beautiful. I think I'll probably be keeping this one just because I think it's really, really pretty. That's just so stunning. How could you not want that on your shelves? I think this is the YA edition, and once again, I don't know what it's about, but I'm glad to own it. And I think there's an author letter and a signature in here as well. Yes, there is. So we have a few Fairyloot books there. We have a few Barnes & Noble bags. Guys, I don't even think we're halfway through the books I have to show you. Like, this is literally just ridiculous. When I said I had so many books to show you, I truly meant it. But we've gone to Barnes & Noble multiple times recently, and I have grabbed a few books because I got a bunch of gift cards for Christmas. The first one is Defy the Night by Bridget Kiemer. I have seen this book around. I believe this is a new cover because I don't think this is the cover that I've seen, but it was laying on a table and I had a gift card, so I grabbed her. I think this is a YA romantasy or fantasy, so I'm excited to get into that. And this bag I literally just bought last night because, like I said, I had a gift card and I have some stacks of books in my Amazon cart right now. So I was trying to use my Barnes gift cards to get some of those books. So first we have Stalking Jack the Ripper. I think I have the original version of this, which I will probably get rid of because I just like these covers way more. They redid the covers. I think it's literally beautiful. This is by Carrie Maniscalco, which is the same author of Kingdom of the Wicked and the Throne of the Fallen series. But this is a YA like historical fiction fantasy, and it's this girl who likes to like examine dead bodies to like figure out their cause of death, and it's, I believe the timeline is like in the 1800s or something, and it's actually about different serial killers from back in the day. So this is the first one, obviously Jack the Ripper, so I'm really excited to get into it. I've heard really good things, and I know Rachel Catherine read these, and I feel like it's kind of gonna give like the Naturals series vibes, so I'm really excited to get into this one. Then I snagged book 3 and 4 in this series. Obviously I showed you guys the first one earlier, which is An Ember in the Ashes, and they didn't have book number 2, so I still need to grab that one either on Amazon or in the bookstore, but I got both 3 and 4. So we have A Sky Beyond the Storm and then A Reaper at the Gates. These are so cute. I really, really like these covers. They're so colorful, add a little bit of a pop to your shelves, so I'm really excited about these ones. Next, if you watched my last book haul that I posted a few months ago, I bought this book, but in the video I realized that the spines don't match in the first book compared to the rest of the series. So at a secondhand bookstore I was able to find the spine I was looking for, so I'm just gonna get rid of the other one. But that is Guild by Raven Kennedy, and I have the drippy spine in all the other books except for the first one, which I didn't realize when I bought them. So I've been on the lookout for the one with the matching spine, so I'll probably just get rid of my other one, and now I have this one. I've heard so many good things about this series. It's the Plated Prisoner series. It's a, I don't know if it's YA or new adult, but it's a fantasy series, and it's like 6 or 8 books long or something like that, but I'm really excited to get into it. These are on KU, so I'm hoping to get into it early on in the new year, but I'm really excited about it. And then at a secondhand bookstore I also found a different edition of Love in Other Words. I have 2 editions of this already, and I actually just found out yesterday that they're coming out with like a deluxe anniversary edition of this book, which is literally stunning. I will be buying that, but I wanted this one just because this is one of my favorite books ever. I actually really should be rereading this at some point because I love it and I have so many editions of it, and I feel like I just need to be re-immersed into this book. But I have this edition, which I think is the UK edition. And then at the same secondhand store, I was able to find a beautiful, perfect condition box set of the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. I have the first book in the Mortal Instruments, but I want all of her books. I want them all. I have some of them sitting in my cart. So I was able to find this, and it was literally $20 for all 3 of these books, and it's even more expensive than that on Amazon. So this was an absolute steal, and I can't wait to open her up and put her on my shelf. I've heard so many good things. This is the Shadowhunter universe. It's 3 interconnected series, if I understand correctly, so it's a huge universe, but I'm really excited to get into it and see what it's all about because it's such like an OG beloved series, and I've heard the most amazing things about Cassandra Clare, so I'm really excited about this. Now we're going to start getting into the stacks of books that I have just randomly accumulated. So first I bought these. These are the Windy City series by Liz Tom Ford. So I got 2 of them from her website, and one of them was like a special edition that I ordered. So I got these 2 from her website. So I got another edition of Play Along because she was doing signed editions on her website. So I snatched this one up because this is my favorite book in the series. And then I also got this special edition of The Right Move. I don't know why this one specifically is already up on her website because I know they are doing covers like this for the whole series, and I think they are a like in-person tour signing exclusive only, but they are gonna come on her website in like the fall of this next year or something like that. I'm not sure why this one was up there early, but I snatched it when I got Play Along. But this one is also signed, and then it has some like artwork and stickers and stuff that came with it. And then randomly a few months ago I saw that Caught Up was being made into this special edition by Logan's Library, and so I snatched it up just because, like I said, I really love this series. This one isn't like signed or anything, it's just got a special cover, so I don't remember if you can get this anymore, but I wanted to add it to my collection. More special editions. These shouldn't surprise you guys at all that I have them, but I snatched them up so fast, and that is the Waterstones exclusive deluxe hardcover editions of the Magnolia Parks books. So you have Magnolia Parks, and then The Long Way Home, and then Into the Dark. So these are like my absolute prized possessions. Literally some of the prettiest books I think I own. This is my all-time favorite romance series if you are new here. So they have these literally absolutely stunning end papers in each of them, and I cannot wait to see what they do with the Daisy Hates books whenever they finally do matching editions to those. But I love these so much. I'm so happy to have them. These have been on display on my shelves ever since I got them like 2 months ago almost. Love this one so much too. It's so pretty. They all have a really cute quote on the back. And then here's the end papers in that one. So I literally love those so much. Such a prized possession in my collection because, like I said, love Magnolia Parks so much. Next we have The Same Time Next Summer by Annabelle Monaghan. I read Summer Romance by her this year and fell literally head over heels in love with it, and so I wanted to get more books by her, so I snagged this one up. I really enjoy her writing, so I'm really excited to see what else she can do. I think she has this book and then one other, and then she's releasing a new book in 2025 that I'm so excited about, so I picked that up. And then we have more Leah Stone. This is book 2 and 3 in that series I was telling you guys about. So you have House of War and Bone and House of Light and Ether. I really enjoyed this series, and I wanted to have them actually on my shelf. So we have those ones just to add to my ever-growing collection of Leah Stone books. This next one I got for my birthday, and that is Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I think this is the only one I was missing. Oh no, that's a lie. I have one more over here that I also got for my birthday. Callie got me Bad Blood and All In. I have the first two in the paperback editions, and she's been telling me for months to just complete it, and I just never did. So she completed it for me. I loved this series so much. This is The Naturals. This is book 3 and 4, and there's also a novella in Bad Blood, but I loved this series so much. It's like a YA Criminal Minds kind of vibe. It's so good. I highly recommend reading this if you have not already. Then for Black Friday, Barnes & Noble, like they always do, did some like signed editions of certain books, and so I was able to snag Nothing Like the Movies in the signed Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I have had my eye on the Barnes & Noble exclusive ever since this book came out, and it's been out of stock forever. So I was so happy to see this on the table, and I picked through them to find which one had the best signature, but it is hand signed in there. So I loved this book so much. This is the second book to Better Than the Movies, and I literally love these. It's such a cute YA romance duology. I know some people were a little disappointed in this book. They didn't think it was necessary, but I personally really loved it, so I'm really happy to have this. Then we have another Fairyloot book, and this is A Fire in the Sky. I actually just recently saw someone talking about this on their YouTube, and I didn't realize just how stunning this edition is. It's literally beautiful. Look at these end papers. It's so stunning. This one I think is a YA if I'm not mistaken, and she is signed by the author right here. It's kind of hard to see that, but this is a beautiful edition of this book, and I've heard like nobody talk about this other than I've seen this exact edition in someone else's haul recently. So I think I will be keeping this one actually, just because it sounds really good, so I'm really interested to see what it's all about. Then we have some pre-orders. So these two are special editions from Waterstones. So we have another edition of Powerless. I think I have 5 or 6 editions of this book now. It's actually ridiculous, but this is the Waterstones exclusive, and there's really nothing that special about it on the outside. But when you open her up, oh my god, it's literally stunning. It has the prettiest reversible dust jacket literally ever. The naked hardback is so stunning. The back of it says, "Mark my words, Prince, I will be your undoing." Literally love. I love this series so much. These were like, I think a first print run edition only. Like they were pretty limited, I believe, so I had to snag them while I still could. And then of course I had to get Reckless as well, and I already have Fearless pre-ordered in this edition as well. But once again, just kind of simple, basic on the outside, and then when you open it up, it's literally stunning. This naked hardback is so pretty. Once again, we have a reversible dust jacket with one of the scenes from the book. So this is just so beautiful, and I'm so happy to just have a bunch of editions of one of my favorite series ever. I think I want to reread these this year before Fearless comes out in April. I have actually reread Powerless already in 2024, but I want to give it another reread, I think, because I really enjoyed these. Y'all, look at this dog. She's using my books that I need to talk about as a pillow, actually, which is really silly of you, you silly little pooch. Anyways, carrying on, we have another Fairyloot box, but these were a pre-order that I placed. This is the Crowns of Nyaxia series. I pre-ordered these all the way back in, I believe, February, and I just got them in, I think it was like October, so it took forever to get here. But we have the Serpent and the Wings of Night. These are, I think, some of the prettiest books I own. I don't really fully understand the spines, I mean the edges, good golly, the edges, but these are really pretty. Of course, they have really pretty end papers, and they don't have a reversible dust jacket, which I was a little disappointed in, but the naked hardback is really cool. And I think this one is hand signed as well. These were a pretty penny to buy, and I'm hoping that they release the rest of the series as well, because I don't think they already have. I hope they haven't, because I want mine all to match. But I really enjoyed this series. So that's the first one. And then we have book number 2, which is The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. This one, once again, is really, really pretty. This is what some of the end papers look like. And then the naked hardback is more imagery as well. I don't think this one is signed, if I remember correctly. Oh, it is. I did not know that. That's crazy, actually. But I'm really happy to have those editions. Next, we have some new releases that came out towards the end of this year. So we have Throne of Secrets by Carrie Maniscalco. This is the Throne of the Fallen series. And this is just the Barnes exclusive edition. Like I said, I'm really excited to test her out as an author. She has multiple series that I'm really interested in. There's nothing too special about this edition, but it's a new release and I had this on pre-order for a really long time. And then we also have Spectacular, which is a Caraval holiday novella that they just released last month or so. And I haven't read Caraval yet, but I have read oh, that's cute. That's really cute. But I have read Once Upon a Broken Heart. So I've heard that you're not really supposed to read Once Upon a Broken Heart before you read this series, but I did that before I knew that you couldn't do it that way. But I am really excited to get into Caraval at some point. I actually don't know if I own the full Caraval series or not, now that I'm thinking about it, but I have this now. And then the last one in this stack is Never Keep by the Twisted Sisters. So this is Caroline and Suzanne. These are the same authors as the people who wrote the Zodiac Academy, which is like a really big thing. I don't think you have to read Zodiac Academy to be able to read this, but I'm a little confused on that because I've heard multiple different things. There's literally nothing special about this edition, but the cover is just really pretty in general, so I'm glad to have that one. So we have a new release that was at the end of the year, which is Sky Shade by Alex Astor. This is the 3rd book in the Lightlark series. A lot of people have been really into this series recently. I very briefly tried to read Lightlark sometime this last year. I think I got like 2 chapters in and I just put it down. That's not me really actually giving it a fair chance and actually trying to read it, but that happens to me a lot when I'm in a slump, and I had a really bad slump this year, but I am excited to try and actually read that series. And then we have the new release by Carissa Broadbent. This is The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. This was actually released on my birthday, which was kind of cool actually. And the 4th one is coming out in 2025 actually. This is the 3rd book in the Crowns of Nyaxia series. Why did I not know that that looks like that? That's actually beautiful. I got this one as a pre-order off of Amazon, and I do plan on pre-ordering the next book in the series because, like I said, I did really enjoy the first 2 and also the novella that's in here, so I have that one. This next one's just like a random one I picked up. This is The Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch by Sarah Hawley. I think I have the other books in the series, and so I just wanted to complete it. Callie read the first 2 or 3 I think, and she really enjoyed it, so I ended up picking them up as well. I was planning on reading these in the fall time, but I was in a slump, so I never got around to them, so I'll probably save them for fall of 2025, but at least I already have it on my shelf now. Then I have Love You a Latke. This is by Amanda Elliott. This I actually think sounds really, really good. This takes place in the winter in New York City, which if you know anything about me, I have a hyperfixation with New York. I've always wanted to go to the city. It's been like a life dream of mine. So when I was reading about this one, it sounded really cute. It's like a little holiday romance, which I think I could still definitely read. It's not really been super wintry here in Ohio yet. We've had some really, really cold days, and then recently it's warmed up and it's just been raining like crazy. So I definitely think I could still read this one if I want to. And then we have a few more books from Fairyloot. So these are just some random ones. So we have The Gods Below by Andrea Stewart. I, once again, don't know what it's about, but it's just a really pretty edition. I think I need to read through my Fairyloot books, just decide what I think actually sounds good, what I want to keep, what I want to read, because like I said, I am planning on doing an unhaul, and I have a lot of Fairyloot books and I've not read any of them. And then I have this one, I think some people are probably going to be jealous of that I have, but I have Air by Sahaba Tar. Callie is so jealous that I have this edition because it's literally beautiful. I didn't even know that this was the monthly book when I first got it. So this is what the actual cover looks like if you've seen it, but the naked hardback is really pretty. I think this might be one of the prettiest Fairyloot editions that I own. And then the last two books we have in this huge haul is Sorcery and Small Magics. This one I've actually been seeing people talk about recently. I think it looks really, really cute. This is a YA fantasy. And then lastly, the very last book we have is The Dagger in the Flame by Catherine Doyle. I've not heard anyone talk about this, but once again, really, really pretty. Not sure what it's about. Here's the naked hardback and a reversible dust jacket. Okay guys, so that is my absolutely massive book haul. There's literally just books all over my floor right now. If you could see this, I think you would be frightened, quite frankly. I'm really excited to add all of these to my collection. The ones that were gifts, I'm so grateful for. And if you can't tell, I'm just in a huge book buying spaz. Like, I don't know what's going on. I really need to just slow down. I think after today I'm gonna put myself on a book buying ban. There's a few books I want to pick up before I do that, which I'm gonna buy today, and then I'm gonna go on a book buying ban. Look out for a doing bookish things vlog coming in the next week or two. We're gonna do like an unhaul, a book unboxing. I'm gonna redo my bookshelves because I actually just got another bookshelf last night, put her up, so I need to do some reorganizing in here. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, exciting things coming in 2025. I'm so excited for this year, and I hope you are too. Let me know down below if you have any New Year's resolutions, any videos you want to see going into this next year, and if you have any of these books on your collection, which ones I need to prioritize on my TBR. Literally anything you want to talk about, let me know down below. But with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed watching my huge book haul. I love you all to the moon and Saturn, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my face. Check out all my socials down below, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.